What do you think is the value of, I think we're talking about it now, ano?
Yes.
Yung main value of having a mentor or a coach in business.
Ang daming value
Yeah.
points or propositions nito, especially if we talk about our own clients, no.
Mm.
I think the first one is providing you with different perspectives on how you can optimize your business.
Mm.
Because you're a business owner, ang dami-dami mong iniisip, right? So you have all these ideas on how to make it better, pag may problema, etc. You sometimes don't have that mind space to give you an additional idea kasi you're so in it. Yung parang, the perspective nga, when you're so into something, you also don't see clearly.
Right.
And having a coach will give you that perspective of, okay, there's a third person looking at this and can give you the right direction or the right set of questions for you to ponder on so that you can make, a sound judgment into what's going on with your business. I
Right.
think the second most important is us being consultants now, especially in the realm of HR, because you can talk about the finance side. For me, it's really longevity of the business. Looking at the culture, what you're really trying to, how you really want to sustain the company. And usually, the human resources side is always neglected. No? Tinitingnan
Yeah,
lagi
yeah.
the product, tinitingnan lagi
Agree.
yung pricing, pero hindi tinitingnan yung taong gumagawa nun. And for me, yun yung asset mo eh.
Yeah.
The product can always change. That's always what I tell my clients. So your products can always change, but if you have people around it, those people are the ones you need to take care of. Because whatever products you may introduce, they will do that because of the love they have for the company or the love they have for your vision. Not necessarily just you, but because of the vision of the company, that they're part of a big thing. And for me, yan yung ibang aspect na makikita sa atin as coaches, to really enable them to see how they take care of their people within and their suppliers even.
Yeah.
Paano mo inaalagaan yung suppliers mo? Kasi suppliers mo yun eh.
Right,
Sometimes
right.
kasi puro nag-negotiate lang tayo sa kanila. Parang kasi kailangan sa you demand a lot. But if you have great relationships with your suppliers, iba din yung magiging longevity ng business mo because those suppliers will help you eh.
Right. No.
Will help you kasi
Definitely.
kabit-kabit, community kasi siya. And I think the third aspect is we create a community, Dennis.
Yeah.
Whenever we coach our clients right now, we create that community of learning, of espousing each other, of helping each other's businesses. And mapapalago mo siya just by being around people and telling them, hey, meron akong kakilalang ganito.
Yeah.
And ganyan.
So yung mga resources that a certain entrepreneur need will be also provided by these mentors. No?
Yes.
And I
yes.
think one of the values in a mentor is that you are saving years of failures.
Sa pa yun.
Diba? Na
Major.
na-experience na ng mentor mo or ng coach mo. By having a mentor, yun nga, hindi ka nadadaan doon. Kasi he or she will give you that advice kung ano yung mga tamang gawin sa business. Diba?
Correct. And I think to add to that comment, pwedeng dumadating na sila doon, we will still caution, but it's still going to be their decision, Dennis, di ba?
Yeah.
Yun yung, naman doon na aspect doon. There are many business owners also that would like a coach, but the successful coachee and coach relationship is that they also trust you. And I think isa sa mga aspects natin yun as a coach is to not just to be an advisor, but to build that trust in them, that they become also the business owners that they aspire to be.
Right.
So aside from teaching them different lessons or at least iwasan ang mga naranasan na natin sa serial entrepreneurship natin, we can give them that advice. So, kung daanan to, sir.
Kasi nadaanan na natin. alam na namin
Alam na
yan.
namin yan. Ramdam namin yung nawalan kami ng pera dyan.
Right. Another question, kasi yung sinasabi nating business starter kit is one aspect. Actually, for me, it's just one aspect of
Yeah.
of making the business successful. But another aspect kasi is yung yung parang psyche, yung readiness in terms of yung psychological and emotional readiness as an entrepreneur, no?
Yes.
So, what advice can you give when it comes to preparing yourself, no? Dun sa laban ng entrepreneurship?
Parang boxing lang yan or marathon, no? So, I think there are three advices I can give on the soft side of it, no? Being an entrepreneur. One is, you have to be relentless. Yung relentlessness mo dun sa pagmahal mo sa business mo, so it pushes and continue, will help propel the company to move forward even against challenges?
Yeah. How can you be relentless?
That's a good question. First, you have to love your business. It comes from there. And I think yung love mo na yon, hindi lang siya sa today, but you see something great in the future. So meron
You have a vision.
you have a vision, you have a clear, hindi lang siya vision na parang kinuwento mo lang. Nakikita mo siya. It's so real to you that you live and breathe that. The second, I think, is you have to really be open to new learnings and yung tinatawag nating learn to unlearn to learn.
Yeah.
Kasi ang bilis mo dapat mag-adapt eh.
Right.
When things are happening, you have to really, one is, can I make a decision or should I make a decision now? Kasi sometimes problems can be short-term and it can solve itself, or it can be a long-term that needs to be solving right away. So, pero pag matikas ang ulo mo, at pursue mo pa rin yung path na yun na alam mong nasasabihan ka na nga ng coaches, ng mga friends mo, or whoever, your consultants, whatnot, hindi talaga yun yung path. You also have to have yung learn to unlearn to learn.
Right. And yung sinasabi nga nila sa stoicism, yung parang ego is the enemy.
Yes.
Kasi at times you're stubborn because you have that ego na you think you're right, di ba? And you're not open to you're not parang admitting na you also have weaknesses, di ba?
Correct.
Or mga lapses na ginagawa mo.
I think that's the biggest enemy of an entrepreneur, yung second na yan, no? That's why I said learn to unlearn to learn is pride.
Yeah. Pride and ego.
Pride and ego. One and for me that's one and the same. If you believe in it so much naman pero realistic ka na, pwede din ganun, 'di ba? So you really have to make sure na you pull yourself down and learn. Within that learn and unlearn to learn, yung third siguro is surround yourself with people that there are two sets of people. One is people who have been successful in running their own businesses, right? Not yung hindi pa sila nakaraan tapos then kakansel kakausapin mo.
Nagme-mentor na.
Correct. Yeah. And then the second is you really need to have relationship with your customers. Because they can give you insights that even your consultants will never know, right? The closer you are to your customers, the more you can sustain that business. And that model of being available to them, being approachable, even though how big you are, you still act like a small niche company, makes a whole lot of difference in the world today because the world is becoming less human touched. Like you want AI, you want robots to deal with. But
virtual na lahat halos.
Virtual na. But if they talk to you, see you, feel you, understand you, they're not buying. Like I love what you said, Dennis, in one of our sessions. No, people don't buy products; people buy from people. Right? And if you are a business owner, you have to have that courage to come out and talk to your customers. Kasi kung passionate ka na nga naman nun, you're the first person to talk about it, diba?
Right.
And to talk to your customers why they should get that product because you yourself use it.
Right.